The Xbox Series S is actually one of my favorite consoles of this year in 2024. Super exciting, budget-friendly console with the brand new generation specs and features. It is digital only, but it has so much upside. This is a buyer's guide on the Xbox Series S in 2024 and if you should buy it or not. My experience with the Xbox Series S has actually been quite positive. I bought it 2 years ago, unboxed it, and it did really well for me. I played Elden Ring on the Xbox Series S, really enjoyed it. It introduced me to the brand new generation, super accessible console to get. It has most of the features that you want in a console to this day. The number one aspect I love about the Xbox Series S is just the fact that it's super cost affordable. You can pick up an Xbox Series S brand new for $500 in Australia. If you want a pre-owned model, you can get it for around $370 at CEX at the moment. And if you want to get one from eBay, you can even get it for even lower. You just want to make sure that your eBay seller has good ratings, has lots of photos of the Xbox Series S, great description, everything, returns enabled, then you will be perfectly fine. I just think now is an absolute perfect time to get yourself a brand new Xbox Series S or a pre-owned one and get yourself introduced to the brand new generation of gaming. It is a digital only console, which is holding it back. If they introduce maybe a disc version of the console, then I'm all for it. That's the only thing. If you have really good internet, if you don't mind about buying games and reselling them or anything like that, you just want a console pretty easily, just getting into that brand new generation, playing cross-compatible games, getting discounts off EA games with the EA Pass. You got Game Pass with so many games to sort of play with, from all the exclusives to backwards games. You've got so many games to choose from. It's amazing. There are some limitations with really powerful games like Red Dead Redemption 2 and more in-depth games like that will let it down. So there's a cross-hatching effect, which I've realized with the graphics. It's not as good. The colors aren't as saturated. But if you go into your settings and really upgrade them, then you can probably match what you can do with, the previous generation, the Xbox One. It's not up there with the Xbox Series X, but you're spending a lot less money, it's more cost affordable, and it definitely has massive upside to the console. I actually prefer the design of the Xbox Series S as well, more than the Xbox Series X. I love the white look. It's very similar to the last generation. It's pretty awesome, and it's also super portable. You kind of bring it anywhere. It's the smallest console out of all of the brand new generation, sort of Xbox and PlayStation consoles. In terms of SSDs, unfortunately, it only has 500 gigabytes of memory that you can deal with. So that's only like 4 to 5 games, really, if you think about it, if you want really powerful games on your console. If you're after just games that aren't as big, then yeah, you'll be fine, but there's definitely limitations of that. So you definitely need extended sort of hard drives and SSDs to basically upgrade your storage. If you are to stick with the Xbox Series S in the long term, that's going to be a little bit more expensive, but you can pick up a hard drive for $100 that's not a gaming hard drive and try and format it. There is that option, but definitely storage expansion cards with the Xbox are very expensive, so don't really recommend it as much, but there's a lot of upside with the Xbox Series S. In terms of cosmetics, once again, it's done really well. There are a few scratch marks over time. It's not perfect, but it's definitely done a fantastic job. I was really excited when I first got it. It was probably the first console I got with the new generation. Really do love it. So I definitely highly recommend the console for buying it. You want to make sure, if you were to buy a pre-owned console, if you could see it in first hand. If you were to buy it off Facebook as well, definitely go to the person's house, give it a test, see good description, good photos, everything like that. Just make sure that the console's in great condition. Then definitely go for it at CEX. Just make sure that's an A-grade model, and I'm pretty sure you'll be perfectly fine. Buying a brand new, of course, super cost affordable. I think compared to the other consoles, of course, it is super cost affordable, but it's not 100% all cost affordable. It's still an expensive console, but it's definitely worth it. I think you'll definitely have a lot of fun. You'll get introduced to the new generation. The only thing is, it's missing that disk drive, and there's limits to its FPS and gameplay in terms of 4K resolution. Like, it doesn't have that. It does have the 1440p. It still has previous generation upgrades as well though, so if you're playing like Forza 4 or some of those Xbox One games, it still has those upgrades, and some of the games can play up to 120 frames per second. So that's still really good for this generation of console, and definitely a huge upside. Yeah, some of the accessories that I've really liked with this console is the Xbox Elite Series 2 controller. It's been a really good upgrade that I could get for the Xbox Series S. There's other things like storage expansion that I'll probably highly recommend, you know, cords, stuff like that. In terms of games, you know, you got a vast library of games in terms of the Xbox library, in terms of the backwards compatibility as well. Like, a lot of the games I used to play are probably already there, so you could probably already have such a great time. If you want more the new generation of games such as like Hogwarts Legacy or FIFA, for example, you're gonna have to pay more money as a premium to get these games. Even The Witcher 3, which is an amazing game, you're still gonna have to pay a lot extra for those games. So it's not all there in terms of the Game Pass. Like, there's definitely limitations, but a lot of it will be Game Pass gameplay, and I'm pretty sure you will love it. It's got other great features such as remote play features, so you can play on the go. You got the quick resume, you got a fantastic library, fantastic backwards library, but there's definitely limitations with the backwards library. Like, it's not all there, but it's still fantastic and good enough overall that I still think it's fantastic to buy. And I definitely like the market at the moment for an Xbox Series S. There was a lot to choose from on eBay, a lot that I saw on CEX. I think they're super ready to go for you straight away. I think now is a fantastic time to get yourself an Xbox Series S if you want a budget-friendly console, getting straight into the new generation without thinking too much about it, and you want something fun and easy to play and just have a good time. I think the Xbox Series S is definitely the one for you. Thank you for watching. See you guys next time.